Hello to gamers everywhere. Today we will talk about Halo 4, the game that divided Halo fanbase, first original Halo game by new studio 343. Considering that Bungie made terrific job with first 3 games and Halo ODST, 343 studio had big shoes to fill. Halo 4 was released in 2012, some 5 years after Halo 3. Fans anticipated the new game, and some were satisfied, some not so much. Being their first Halo game, 343 wanted to change some things, particularly in art direction, graphics, level design, storytelling, and much more, and some hardcore Halo fans didn't like that. So I played Halo 4 the Master Chief Collection for PC in 2022, and let's see what experience I had. Halo 4 opens with prologue cinematic where we see Dr. Halsey talking with some shadowy figure, maybe Oni agent. They talk about Chief and Cortana, but for the first time in games we hear and see something considering Spartan 2 program, how children are kidnapped, genetically modified, and the scope of that program. That short cinematic showed to us from the beginning that we will scratch a little bit deeper into the rich Halo lore. And because of that, storytelling was problematic in this game, but more about that a little bit later. One half of Forward Unto Dawn from the end of Halo 3 drift through space for years, with Master Chief in cryosleep. They are going toward an unknown Forerunner planet, later revealed to be the shield world of Requiem. Forward Unto Dawn is boarded by some rogue Splinter Covenant group, and Cortana wake up Chief from cryo. Chief fight Covenant, but at one point Unto Dawn and Covenant ships are caught by Requiem gravity, and all of them crash on its interior. Immediately, Chief is realizing that he have another problem, and that is Cortana. She say to Chief that all AIs begin to malfunction after 7 years, process called rampancy. Chief immediately think about possibility that Dr. Halsey can help Cortana, and his objective is to leave Requiem fast. But that, how usually it is with John 117, is not easy. They pick up weak signal from human biggest flagship Infinity, and from that point race is on for our Spartan to get to Infinity, realize what Requiem really is, and all of that fighting Covenant and the new robotic looking enemy called Promethean Knights. Halo 4 is of course, like earlier games, fast-paced FPS shooter, with smart and aggressive enemy AI, especially on higher difficulty. You need to move constantly and use plentiful of old and new UNSC, Covenant and Forerunner weapons, as all kind of vehicles, Warthog, Scorpion tank, Ghost, even for the first time Pelican, Broadsword and the new mech type vehicle Mantis. All of the vehicles are fun, Mantis is well armored and armed, mission with broadsword reminded me of some Ace Combat mission, vehicles are responsive and easy to control. You have standard assortment of guns like assault rifle, gun, battle rifle, snipers, rocket launcher, for the first time LMG, and of course Covenant and Forerunner equivalents. What I noticed immediately, guns sound is phenomenal, especially standard assault rifle sound more impactful. You have at your disposal armor abilities like Auto Sentry, Riot Shield that you can move, Jetpack, and Promethean Vision that you acquire in Jungle Mission, with which you can see enemies through thick fog and obstacles. I felt like Predator in that short mission. Considering enemies from the Covenant side, you fight with elites, jackals and grunts. There are also 3 types of Forerunner enemies, Promethean Knights, Crawlers and Watchers, who support Knights and Crawlers. Knights and elites have rechargeable shields and are more bullet spongy than weaker Crawlers and Grunts. Jackals and Watchers are somewhere in between. Now, considering those changes, artistically 343 changed a lot, but I did not have problem with that. For example, Chief's armor is changed. It's more badass, looks heavier, color is darker, and we see damage on the armor from many previous battles that Chief's gone through. Look of assault rifle is changed, Cortana looks differently, Covenant armor is different, etc. But none of that was big of a deal for me. A lot of that in fact I liked. And considering that it is new engine and new studio, of course that they had new vision. Graphically, games looks amazing, even for today's standards. From the first game, this is Halo signature. Great vistas, beautiful levels, different biomes, jungle, desert, interior of Forerunner buildings. Because of art design and nice graphics, levels look a lot bigger than they really are. I often stopped, looked, and admired graphics. There are a lot of those wow moments in the game and cutscenes that are on par with any summer blockbuster movie. High production is obvious also when acting is in question, voice work is among the best. Score and music are there, but nowhere near to Martin O'Donnell work for previous games. Now problems with this game that I had, for example level design. Levels are more linear than they were in Halo 3. In Halo 3 they felt like small sandbox arenas. Here are strictly linear, and if you want to explore, timer will pop up, and if you do not return on linear path, it's mission over. Also, at least 3 or 4 levels were designed like that you have left and right path. You must go kill enemies, destroy something, push button. Rinse and repeat for other side. Like 343 did not have enough ideas for mission objectives. Of course, it's not all like that. There are some very fun and memorable missions, like when Chief helped two Marines in jungle, or mission with biggest mobile command mammoth truck. Graphically, I had only one problem. In some areas, game looked so bright, too colorful, and strong use of lens flares. Maybe the biggest problem of this game is its storytelling. Even if you played other games, you will not know what is happening. After dialogue with librarian, you will be even more confused. It's like this was made for people who read all of the books, comics, and played the games. Newcomers will be lost, because like I said, this is deeper Halo lore, about ancient human Forerunner war, about mental of responsibility, reclaimer, new abilities, etc. Throughout game there are terminals that explain a lot, and if you want to understand the story, you should find them. I do not know why 343 did not put them in regular cutscenes. Also, there are a lot channels on YouTube about Halo lore where you can find info. The story is superb, just you need to understand it. And a lot gamers had problem with that. When we talk about story, we have couple of new characters, from which the best by far is Captain Lasky. He is instrumental in helping the Master Chief stop the Forerunner Didac. Commander Del Rio is written to be hated by everyone, and that is his role, to irritate gamers. Then there is Spartan 4 Sarah Palmer and main villain Forerunner Didac. Writing is good all around. Chief still have one-liners. Relationship between him and Cortana is even more complex because of rampancy. They maybe try to humanize Chief a little bit more. In earlier games, Chiefs almost didn't talk, and that is what we liked about him. Even here Cortana asks John who is more machine, her or him. All in all, I really enjoyed and liked this game. Gameplay was fun. When you get to know what is going on, it's solid Halo story. Because I do not have scoring system, I would recommend this game. You will have a good time with it.